So it's been another controversial weekend in the Premier League as Saliba gets sent off for Arsenal as they get stuffed by Bournemouth. But Tosin does the same thing and doesn't see red. Are the refs the worst in the world when it comes to the Premier League? Welcome to my weekend review. Good evening, everybody. Hope you're doing well, and welcome to Wolfie's weekend review of the Premier League matches. We do, of course, still have one more game to go as Forest will host Crystal Palace tonight. If you're a Palace fan or a Forest fan, we'll be doing a watch along over on our main channel, Forest Fan TV, so make sure you go check that out. And as always, if you're enjoying the content, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you are new. Thank you to all the new subscribers. You guys are really taking to the channel and we do appreciate it. Make sure you check out the sponsors of the video, Surfshark, where you can get VPN that unlocks all your Netflix and lets you watch what they see in the USA if you're over in England. Scan the QR code or click on the link that's pinned in the comments. Use code FFTV for 4 extra months for free and over 83% off. All right, let's jump into these talking points because this is quite controversial for me. Let's start with this Arsenal game where the ball was played through and Evan Nielsen was set to go through on goal and was pulled down by Saliba. And the contention here was that Rob Jones, who is literally one of the worst refs I've ever seen anyway, he decided the on-field decision should be a yellow card. Now, on top of that, we saw Howard Red Webb in the crowd on his phone, and apparently it's come out to say he was only listening to the VAR conversation and not getting involved. But VAR then overturned it and told Rob Jones to go check it out and send off Saliba. That was their recommendation. Now, the controversy here is the ball was curving from right to left. Could have Ben Scheidt have got to it in time to cut it off? Raya was backpedaling, so he wasn't going to come and get it. Whether or not you think it's a red card or a yellow card, for me is absolutely irrelevant because of what happened yesterday between Liverpool and Chelsea, where almost the most identical scenario happened. Okay, there was some slight variations and what have you, but Tosin pulls down Jota, who was going through. There was no other defender covering apart from Colwill, who was about 3 or 4 yards behind, and he doesn't get sent off and ends up with a yellow card. VAR did not intervene on this one to recommend an on-field review, and he got away with a yellow card. And this is the thing that's driving me crazy. Look, I'm a Forest fan. I've seen my fair share in one season last year of corrupt decisions to last me a lifetime. But now when you're seeing it seep into the Cartel 6, you have to start questioning the competency of these referees. What are they teaching them? One ref thinks it's one rule, the other ref thinks it's another, and then VAR haven't got a clue which way they want to swing. I guess it depends on the weather. And this is wholly frustrating. It's happening time and time again. And I don't know anymore what a red card is. I don't know what a penalty is anymore. You've seen the other one yesterday. There was 3 shouts for a penalty and one was given, one was overturned. There used to be this thing about intent even if they got the ball. That didn't come into play when Sanchez took out the Liverpool attacker, and that was overturned. It's just a complete mess and a complete embarrassment. And then you see the offside stuff going on when Chelsea scored their goal yesterday. It took about 1.5 minutes for them to start drawing lines. Where's the semi-automated offsides that we've been promised that just keep getting delayed now until at least the new year? Howard Webb is running the PGLOL as a complete and utter joke. And in my opinion, he needs to step down. He has no control over it. And every couple of weeks he comes on Sky Sports or TNT with his buddy Michael Owen, who just softballs him the questions. And he's like, oh yes, we got this right. We did this and this exchange and that, blah, 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 blah. Shut up, man. Go do one. You were a crap referee in your time. You were so biased towards Man U back in the day. How the hell they've appointed you is beyond belief. So those were a couple of the decisions. I want to move on and talk about the Man City Wolves one now and get your thoughts on it. But let me know down below on the Arsenal and the Chelsea one. Do you agree they both should have been the same decision? Or do you think one was a red and one was a yellow? Or do you think neither were reds? Let me know. All right, let's talk about the second contentious decision of the weekend. And that was between Man City and Wolves. The game itself looked like it was about to peter out to a 1-1 draw. Man City get a corner very late into injury time. And Stones heads it home. And it's jubilation. Everyone's celebrating. But hold on 1 second. There's a VAR check. Why? Because Bernardo Silva was blocking the keeper and could be deemed to be in an offside position. Now, this was checked and this was allowed as a goal because when you look at the replay, it shows that Sarr's kind of vision was not impeded by Bernardo Silva, who did initially block him, ducked down and then rolled to the right-hand side and got out of the way. I think Sarr should have saved it. It was straight at him, but that's a whole different discussion. Now, the Wolves fans are in uproar about this one. And I have to say, even without the Big Six bias and everything, this should stand for me as a goal because he is not in his line of sight. It was a clean header. In it went. It should stand. However, I understand Wolves' frustration as they had a similar scenario happen to them against West Ham last season, almost in the identical settings, but that one was ruled off for offside. So I'm going to say this one was a goal. It should stand. Now, some people are saying that the block itself should constitute as a foul on Sarr. I disagree with that, man. If you're going to take away any physical contact or all physical contact from football, then what's the point? This is meant to be a manly game. There's meant to be physical contact. It needs to remain in there. And I don't think there was enough for it to constitute a foul. But you guys may differ. So what do you think about this one? Should this one have stood or not? Let me know in the comments down below. And those are the two main controversial decisions. We saw Spurs getting a win. We saw Manchester United getting a win. We saw Brighton beating Newcastle. A few good results going around for the Premier League. And of course, Leicester coming back from 2-0 down against Southampton to score in the last second. There was a few controversies in that game, but who really cares about Leicester City? So those are your main headlines from this weekend. Get your thoughts in about the games. Is there any controversial decisions you think I've missed? Let me know down below. If you enjoyed the content, please don't forget, if you haven't already, to hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed to TFN if you are new here. And as I mentioned earlier, we'll be doing a watch along for Forest versus Crystal Palace over on Forest Fan TV. Looking forward to seeing you there. Have a good day.